All the dinosaurs fear the T-Rex. What is going on, Draw to Crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah. Before we begin, you guys, if you're brand new to this channel, welcome. Here I help you develop your drawing skills by showing you how to draw your favorite characters from movies, TV shows, comic books, video games, etc. So if you guys like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell down below so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a brand new video. If you were to ask any kid who grew up in the 90s who saw Jurassic Park in the theaters what their favorite and most memorable scene was from the movie, I would probably guess that everyone would say the T-Rex was the most memorable part of the movie. I know it was for me, and I remember clearly when the T-Rex like chomped on the guy that was sitting on the toilet. As a kid, I was one, scared, and number two, I was just so blown away at how real and how scary and how fierce the T-Rex was. So I'm very happy to draw it today. It's actually been a while since I've drawn a T-Rex on paper. Are you guys ready to draw? Here are the tools that you're going to need for this tutorial. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens with different size nibs for inking. You guys keep in mind three things as you're watching this tutorial video. Number one, if you feel at all that I'm going way too fast in this video, you can pause or slow down using the button at the bottom right there to slow down my video to a pace that works for you. Number two, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of detail that you can add to this drawing. And in contrast, you can also make this really simple and minimalistic. So feel free to modify this drawing, completely up to you if you want to add more detail to it, like super detailed and shaded and everything, or you can make it as simple with just like really few lines. You can do that as well. It's your drawing. Do whatever you wish. And number three, if your drawings look different than mine, that is fine as well. With this level of detail, there's no doubt that yours and mine are going to be completely different anyway. So having said all of that, you guys, let's get right to the tutorial. Alright, you guys, so we have come to this. We are going to draw the T-Rex, or the Tyrannosaurus Rex, from the Jurassic World franchise. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be having our paper in landscape mode because he's going to be pretty wide with his tail. And I'll start by drawing the three circles. Now keep in mind, you guys, that the circles are the placement of the circles and the size of the circles really matter. So you want to make sure that you pay close attention to those things. So the first circle I'm going to draw is about this big, and it's going to be on the upper left side of my paper. The next one is going to be like touching at this point of the circle. Well, not a point because circles don't have points, but like right here. Okay, so this one is going to be slightly bigger than the head circle. This is the head circle. This is the torso. Okay, so you guys notice that it's slightly bigger. I might even make it even bigger than that. And it's just a matter of adjusting it this way. Yeah, I think this is much better. Okay, and then the third circle. Now, a lot of you guys mentioned in my previous dinosaur tutorials that you guys have a hard time with the circles. So just take your time with this. The third circle is going to be right here, and it's going to be even bigger than this one. So they overlap quite big, quite a big overlap. Actually, let me fix that, because you want it to go about this far down. So I'm just going to adjust accordingly. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle first, right? So just keep working at it. There you go. And I mean, feel free to pause if you need to. They don't have to be perfect circles because we're going to be drawing over them anyway. So these are just the guidelines. And once you have these three circles in this sequence, in this like size and overlap, then we can go ahead and get started by drawing all the little details. Okay, so again, this is going to be the head, and I'm going to draw a line like this. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a line across to this point. Okay, not too far from the circle, just right there. And then from here now, I'm going to draw a line diagonal this way and then down. Of course, obviously that's going to be the snout of the circle. Okay, right here I'm going to draw a line going this way. That's going to be the other half. And then if I draw that half circle or that curve, then you want to keep your dinosaur kind of snout coming out like this. Okay, find the spot right here. This goes this way, and then this goes this way. Okay, so that's the head. Now the neck is going to come down from here. Imagine it kind of going into this second circle. Okay, and then the back of the neck is going to go into the circle like this as well. All right. This is going to be the shoulder. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to conjoin. Join these two circles together there, and then join these two circles together over here. Okay, and I'm going to lightly erase this so that it's out of the way. But what I'm going to do now is right here, there's one arm coming down, and the other arm is going to be right here. So this is going to be the shoulder and then the bicep. Right here, all we see is like the bicep. So it's very tiny. Keep it within the circle. Like keep it within this circle here. Don't go into this other one. Okay, right here. Actually, let's make it go down. I'm going to draw two lines. That's the forearm. Okay, and then the claws, I'm just going to draw two curves like this, and then just a V shape like that. Okay, and then over here now, do the same thing. It goes this way, and then the hands go inwards like this, like a V, just like that. Okay, he's got a pelvis bone right here. You want to keep that pelvis bone there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find the thigh. Thigh is going to be right here, and it's going to be all on this side, not on this circle. It's going to be all on this third circle, and it's going to go this way. Okay, so it's like a upside down J, this kind of curve right here, and you kind of want this to go out, so I'm drawing an oval. Okay, so this much of the oval kind of sticks out of that circle. There. Okay, the knee is going to be right here. Okay, and then leg is just going to be like that. I'm going to keep it like that for now. Okay, so the calf sticks out over here, and it's more flat over here. Like this is the calf muscle, and this is like the front of the leg here. Okay, I'm going to close that off right there. Before I draw the rest of the leg, I'm going to draw the tail. And the tail goes down this way. And then imagine this, the pelvis bone. That's right here. It's going to go this way. Right? And then it gets narrower. But it's going to, I'm going to use the top here. I'm going to curve it so that it goes like that. Okay, and then here, this is going to be the top. Like once you reach here, this is going to be the top of the tail. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a spot right here, and then connect it to the bottom line. And then right here, I'm going to find a spot here, and then I'm going to bring it all the way to the end. So you guys notice that this line right here becomes the top line. Like it's the top of the tail. Okay, there you go. This goes down, spreads out. You want this to be like this height, and you want it to be a little bit bigger than that, but that's it right there. Okay, so this height right here should be a little bit bigger, just slightly bigger. Okay, so this spreads out. It's going to divide itself into one toe, second toe, and then the third toe. The middle toe comes out down here, so it looks like, doesn't really look like anything. Yeah, so that's what it'll look like. Okay, so that's good. And then now the other foot is going to be right here. He's going to be running, so he's got this forward motion. Let me erase some of these things here, make it easier for you guys to get a glimpse of the dinosaur. Okay, now the knee is going to be in between the two hands, and actually it's going to be past this hand right here. Okay, so it's going to go that way. Here's the knee. Okay, that's the calf, and then here's the front. This is the shin. Okay, close it off right here. So it kind of looks like this bean shape. You guys see, or a kidney, or like if you ever drew a stomach, kind of has that shape right there. This goes down and this goes this way. Okay, now you want to make sure that this foot is higher up than this foot right here, because he's stepping forward and this is forward to him. Okay, so it goes this way and then curves down like this. Okay, right here, little bump, and then continue this one just down to there. Divide that in half. We're going to draw some claws later on. You can draw that one now if you guys want to. There you go. So that's pretty much our T-Rex right there. We've got the shape down packed. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Let me erase just a couple of these guidelines again. Let's start zooming in now on the T-Rex and start drawing those details, okay? So I'm going to start off, as usual, I'm going to start off with a head. I'm going to grab another pencil. It's always nice to have a sharp pencil for these things. Okay, there you go. So there's the head. We have the top and then the bottom jaw right here. So what we're going to do is we have to shape the jaw and then kind of shape the head. This right here, we'll leave it like that for now. But what we're going to do is start shaping the snout. Kind of goes up over here, okay? And then goes down as you reach the inside of that circle. Okay, so remember this circle that we did right here? Goes up here and then goes down. And then right around here, it goes up again, like that. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. This right here, I'm going to bring down, and I'm actually going to reshape the jaw so it looks like that. There. All right. Here's the bottom of the jaw. Let's shape this one. Okay, as you go in. Okay, so right here, we want to kind of create this line going down, and for the jaw, it goes up to that point where that line is. Okay, I'm going to draw this line on the left of that. It looks like that. So now this goes down and then up to this initial line that we did here. Okay, and then this goes down and then bring them to a point right there. Okay. So it kind of creates this zigzag, almost like a lightning shape. And that's what we want. Okay, now the bottom, I'm going to create a bump here and then down. So it looks like that. So this is the jaw now. And then let's erase a few of these. Now here's the crest for the eye. I'm going to draw it like this. Kind of goes along this line here. And then the big, huge crest kind of goes this way. So imagine like a huge, the brow, like a big solid brow made of bone just on the T-Rex's head. That's what that is right there. Okay, and then in the center of that right here is a tiny, tiny little eye. Right there. And then just a dot looking forward this way. There. There you go. Okay, and then it's gonna create this, what do you call it? Just around the eye here, that's like the socket. And then right here, I like to draw the nasal kind of cavity of the dinosaur is gonna be right here. And then the T-Rex's nostril is gonna be just right here. And it's gonna look like a number 6, like that. Okay, so now you guys know what this is. This is, of course, the other brow on this side, and it goes down. You don't see the other side, actually. You don't see the other eye, right? So there, that's it right there. I'm just going to reshape this. There you go. So there we've kind of got an idea of how the dinosaur goes, how the head goes. This goes, by the way, goes back like that. And then right here, you see a little bit of the jaw on this side. So it goes like this and then down like that. Okay, so now let's get started with the teeth. And the teeth are separated. They're not like this, but they're not like, let me draw it over here. They're not like this, where there's no separation in between. They're separated by a gap. It looks like that. And some teeth are bigger than the others. So keep that in mind. I'm going to start in the front here with 2 front teeth, about that big. Okay, I'm going to make the next ones. You want to start in the center. You want to start with like the front teeth, and then when you make a tooth longer on this side, you got to do the same thing on the other side, right? Okay. Okay, another longer one here. Of course, this one right here, it wraps around, so you see this overlap of teeth now. Okay, and then now smaller one, and smaller one on the other side. And then I'm going to draw 2 long ones, and 2 long ones on this side too. Right there, and there. And then 1, 2, 3 tiny ones, or just however much it takes before you reach this part right here. And this part, this is the skin that connects the top jaw to the bottom jaw. And I'm just going to create these series of wrinkles that go up and down it. Okay, there you go. All right, so now let's work on the bottom now. Let me find the gums first. And so I'm going to create this kind of gap right here where I'm going to put the gums, and then they go just in like that. Okay, and then before I draw the teeth, I'm going to draw the tongue. Tongue comes out from here, goes down, makes like a point, and moves back like this. And in the middle of the tongue there's a line. There you go. So there's the T-Rex tongue. Now, see the gums? You want the teeth on those gums. I'm going to start with 2 small teeth in the front, and then slightly bigger teeth, and even bigger. Forgot to mention that the teeth kind of lean in, like they lean into the mouth. Okay, I'm going to make the biggest one here, biggest one. There you go. And then now some smaller ones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. See, I'm moving towards the gums like that way. There you go. So leave it at that. One more maybe. That's it. All right. So we've got our T-Rex head. Let's add some details to it. Of course, the inside of the mouth is going to be shaded dark. And for this one, you've got a rocky texture to the T-Rex. Okay, I'm going to first create this line right here, kind of like lips almost. And it goes from here just all the way to the end there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like lines going down from it. So it creates this kind of like a lip texture around the mouth part. There you go. For this one, I'm going to draw a line going in like this, and then nostril like that. So I'm just fixing it up. Right here, it's going to be like a rough texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like this roughness by drawing just a series of these C's. They look like this, but they're tiny. So I'm just creating it to create that rough texture of the T-Rex skin. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. And then around the eye, you want wrinkles. Start here, start with the bottom, make it kind of spread out from there, and then the top as well, and then draw the scales on it, and just keep drawing those wrinkles that are the eyes there. It'll make your T-Rex look like hasn't had any sleep in a while, but that's fine. Okay, and remember to keep in mind that when you're drawing the outline of the T-Rex, that you're not drawing smooth lines. Skin, the scales, I guess, is a rough texture, right? So you want to keep that in mind. For this one, we're going to add some extra wrinkles to it. Okay, so this is a slightly older creature, I guess, so we're going to reflect it by adding kind of more wrinkles to it, because it's a mature T-Rex and it's been around since the first Jurassic Park movie. I believe it's the same creature, right? I think, because, yeah. Anyway, I'm creating like these wrinkle lines and then just texture. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cross hatch to create scales. Right here I'm going to draw scales. You can also draw them as circles. And again, you guys, I'm not going to do all of this. A lot of it is going to be completely up to you, because drawing the little details is going to make this video really long. So a lot of it is your artistic interpretation. You add whatever you want to add details however you want. Okay, same thing here. Like we did with the Indoraptor and blue, just create a bunch of these textures and like add a combination of, you know, wrinkles like this, these bumpy lines like that, circles, and then cross hatching. And then if you do that well, vary it enough, you'll get a T-Rex with different textures. Okay, I'm adding a lot of wrinkles to the neck part, and a lot of those wrinkles are skin, and part of it too is a battle damage from fighting the Indominus Rex, and he fought the Velociraptors, I believe, in the first movie, and in this one he fought like that big dinosaur. So I'm just creating a bunch of those there. Okay, so just you could go forever with this. You really can. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out because we've only done the head and we still have a lot to do. Let's go ahead. I'm going to grab another pencil and do the body. Okay, so I'm going to do this part first. I'm going to start by drawing a bunch of wrinkles from the neck. They're wavy wrinkles, right? Like you want to create almost like veins. There you go. Okay, and then some battle scars right here on the side. Scratches that go like that. Okay, continue those wrinkles down this way. Now over here, he's got a shoulder. So I'm going to create that. And then, see the arm here? I'm going to have the chest. His chest kind of goes in like that, and it creates this little line like this. You guys see what I mean? I'm going to zoom in. There you go. Again, rough texture, you guys. You want to keep it as rough as you can. Looks better that way. Okay, right here, you got a whole bunch of lines. Just go from the back, and it rounds. It creates like this illusion. It forms the 3D look of the T-Rex. Okay, and this one, you've got like bigger scales, but you just pepper them in random spots. Okay, there you go. And you can also cross hatch, but you just keep working on the wrinkles at the top. Okay, now I'm going to slightly readjust the leg here. I'm just going to move it more this way. I just want to create like this stomach wrinkles, stomach lines. Okay, from the bottom, from the pelvis part, goes up this way. Okay, right here in the chest, it goes this way across. And then right here, some muscles. Here in the armpit area, I'm going to create these wrinkly lines. And then erase the shoulder, because what you want to do is you want to make it so that the arm is joined. Okay, so just I erased the shoulder part, created a tiny little bicep and tricep, tiny little forearm here. Okay, with this one you want to kind of continue with the scales and the wrinkles and stuff. Okay, same thing over here. I'm going to create that bicep, and it's just going to look like this. And then the forearm, remember, rough texture here. Okay, and then here I'm just going to create 2 claws. I'm going to start off with a bump here. That's going to be the palm, like a bumpy palm right here. And then now this goes 2 fingers with a claw at the tip that curves like that. Okay, and then right here, same thing. The tip of it is going to be a claw that goes inward like that. And then if you guys can imagine chicken feet, just a series of these lines that go across on the top there. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Sharp, curvy claws. There. Chicken feet. And then just wrinkles and scales. Same thing with the stomach area here. I'm also going to draw around the thigh now. Okay, so you just continue creating like these scaly bits right around the T-Rex. And just randomly pepper in some cross-hatching and some wrinkles like this. There you go. Okay, now the thigh. I'm going to erase the top part of the thigh because I want this to be just wrinkles that go around. Okay, so now this one we're going to kind of try to draw like elephant skin. So you guys can see I've created these curved, random kind of lines that go across like that. It goes across. Kind of like tree bark. Kind of like what we did with the Groot tutorial. If you guys ever did my Groot tutorial, you can check that out. And then add some spotted scales here. Okay, and the knee part, the knee is going to be a little bit more beat up, right? Because it's the knee, and knees get beat up a lot. This part of the knee here gets wrinkly. It looks like that. Okay, there you go. Okay, right here you see a lot of the knee getting wrinkles. Right here. And it's covered by the hand in my drawing. Okay, there you go. Before we continue, you guys, I actually want to go this way instead of down. So let me just reshape my pelvis bone. And then I'm going to keep going. Every time you see like spots, I feel just so tempted to add some texture to every single empty white spot here. All right, anyway, the tail is going to be similar to what we did with the thigh. Okay, I'm going to start by drawing wrinkles first. From here, kind of just going out this way. And then from the top, going down like this. So by doing that, you're creating like the roundness of it. You want to show that it's slightly round. And the bottom part is going to be slightly darker than the top part. So I'm just going to create this random line like this. And some wrinkles, keep going with the wrinkles here. And then now, just a series of lines, random in size, just showing that the T-Rex curves and it's rounded. Okay, and then I'm going to come down from the top and do the same thing. I could do a lot of this in the inking stage. And then some lines in the center as well. Okay, so as I do that, you guys notice that it's creating like this look here, and that's what you're going for. You can start at the top. Make sure those lines are randomly sized, some small, some big, some go all the way across. And as you reach this side, you want to go from this side to this side. Okay, so like upside down U's. You want this to turn. So now I'm going the opposite curve. So this curve, it goes like this. On this side, it's like this. Okay, all the way to the end. And there you go. And then pepper in some circles there. Remember, it's scaly. And then some cross hatching wherever you want. That's always good. There you go. So there's the tail of the T-Rex. Okay, zooming out, that's what it looks like right now. So now let's go to the feet, because that's all that we have to do. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over here, and I mean the feet is going to be the exact same thing as the thigh here. Okay, so there you go. Actually, I want to create a little harder bone, so fewer wrinkles on this side, but more on the calf side. Okay, right here, I will create some wrinkles here, because that's where the skin folds. Here's a bit of an ankle bone. All right, so let's create the T-Rex toes. That sticks out like this. This one is going to be shaped like this, like an upside down teardrop or raindrop. And then this one is going to point out this way. There you go. Shape out the toes. Okay, I'm going to create these bumps in the front and then straighter line going back. There you go. So it looks like bird toes, because they are descendants of birds, or birds are descendants of dinosaurs. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, some circles around to create that, you know, chicken feet look. Some wrinkles at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to create two lines going up from the middle toe, and scales going up like that until you reach wrinkles. Okay, same thing over here. Same thing over here. There you go. So that's essentially it right there. Okay, now on this side, we do the exact same thing, of course. I'm going to start right here with the wrinkles. And then right here, you see a little bit, oh, forgot to mention, there's a little bump right here where there's like another toe that's very small with a tiny little toenail. Over here, all you see is a bump. You don't really see the big toe or the tiny toenail or anything. So right here, that's what this part is. Like, that's what that is. Okay. A bump there, and then goes like that. So now it kind of looks like fingers. Okay. Little claw, and then here's the other claw right here. Okay, now all we have to do is just these lines. You notice that the lines change direction as I go up. Okay, same thing here. It goes up like that, and then all the way there, and then create this one, same thing. There you go. And then wrinkles, you guys, just wrinkles galore. Wrinkle crazy. These dinosaurs never had any wrinkle cream or anything. There. And then you guys remember scales, cross hatching, all the tricks that I taught you since I did the blue tutorial. Do all of that here. And then once you're done, you can zoom out and finish. So you guys, that is it. That is how you draw the T-Rex from the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park / World series. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed all these dinosaur drawings. I definitely enjoyed them, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Take care. You guys, that is all the time that we have for this tutorial video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the very end. It is much appreciated. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So please head on over to the Google Plus community, post your artwork there for people to enjoy, or head on over to Instagram and tag me at drawit2 so that I can see it. If at all you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link down in the description of this video for you guys to check out. So if you guys want to know what pencils I use, what materials I use to do my drawings, I have all of that down in that link. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website drawit2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the drawing that I did in this video. Links to all of that are again in the description, so be sure to check that description out. I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next video.